Hi, I'm Liz Whitaker. Thank you for joining us on Divination Station TV, part of Three of Cups Divine Arts. I'm just going to do a little bit of chit chat here while we wait for some people to join in. Again, it is Monday. My broadcast will be on Monday, which is Moon Day. So really, it's a good time to check in on your intuition, kind of see where that's at. Check in the week, check in for last week. Hi, Trinity. Trinity just joined. Wait for a couple more people to join, and then I will get started. So yes, it is Monday in Buffalo, New York. It's chilly, obviously. It's gonna be, weather's fine. A little bit of snow, but nothing too crazy. So today we will be going over the Magician. It's going well. It's going awesome. So welcome to Divination Station TV. I'm Liz Whitaker, your host for this broadcast. Today I will be talking about the Magician, which is the number one card in the Major Arcana. When you join this live broadcast, please take a moment to drop your name, where you're from, your pronouns in the comments. If you're watching the replay, comment with #replay so we know that people are interested in the replay and it helps us get back to your comments. Again, I'm Liz Whitaker of Divination Station. I use she, her pronouns, and I am located in Buffalo, New York. Remember to share the broadcast. So if you are watching live and you do share it, please #shared so we know that it's getting out there. Don't forget to love or wow, react this video, share to your page, tag your friends in the comments. You'll not only be helping us improve our organic reach on the page, but you'll also be helping others who might be interested in my show. You'll help them find me. I hope you do enjoy the show this evening, and I look forward to getting to know you better. Trinity is in Florida, probably a little bit warmer. That's fine. I don't mind. What part of Florida are you in? I've never been to Florida, so it's not really going to make any difference to me, but I'm sure we have people out there in Florida. So just to kind of recap last week's show, we went over the Fool. So I did pull the Fool out. So here it is. Again, we have the Fool is 0. Fool is all about new beginnings, kind of taking that leap of faith and jumping right in. Near Orlando, I know where that is. Awesome. Again, I've never been, but maybe someday. So last week, the weekly pull was King of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Death card. So I want you to take a couple minutes and very nice. And kind of take a minute and think about how the past week may have reflected that for you. So King of Swords, really intense, logical, air energy, maybe a lot of communication, mastering communication. Knight of Wands, so again, that fire energy, kind of really bursting forward, really starting off on that quest. And Death. Death is transformation. So how have those two energies led to a possible transformation, or at least kind of set you on that path? So just kind of reflect on that for a couple moments. Closer to the end, I will be doing another 3-card draw as part of the energy of the week ahead. And today we will be taking the next step on the Fool's journey, and that is the Magician. So starting off, the Fool takes the first step, takes that leap of faith. The Magician comes next. The Magician is masculine. And then looks like we have a couple more people joining us here. So if you are just joining, if you could please, in the comments down there, drop your name, your pronouns, and where you are located, so we know you're here. If you did share, hashtag share, so I can kind of keep track of that in the comments. So we're looking at the Magician. The Magician is the divine masculine in active action. The Magician is nothing but action and manifestation. So again, the Magician is a masculine card, has that masculine energy, doesn't necessarily have to be a man. So he takes action. The Magician takes action. Ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury is all about communication, our words, how we use them, what words we use. The first step after that leap of faith is to create your new future. The Magician channels the energy of the universe, and he has his tools to create whatever he wants. So you can see that arm is up right there. I'll get it. I'll figure it out sometime. So receiving energy message from the spirit realm. So up is receiving and pulling in the energy. The hand pointing down is that active creative energy. And the Fool hat, or the Magician has all the tools right in front. There we go. To create that. So you can see all of the suits in the tarot are right there. So we have the pentacle. So there's that earth energy. We have the cup, which is that emotional energy. And then on the table, we also have the sword, which is the mental energy, air. And then the wands, the staff. So the fire energy. So with those four ingredients come the future, come our next step. That's what life is. That's what everything brings. The Rider-Waite-Smith has his left hand receiving, and the divine force in the right hand is creating. Where the Fool is wide-eyed and innocent, the Magician has experience and drive to create his own reality. The Magician is shown wearing a white tunic. White is traditionally known the color purity or cleansing. And then the red robe, red is energy, is that energetic force kind of pushing. Let's try that again. I do apologize. We seem to be having some technical issues. Everything just kind of cut out. So if you're rejoining, thank you so much. If you could please go ahead and pop back on with your name, location, and pronouns. I'll go ahead and give the intro again. There we go. Trinity's back. So again, I am Liz Whitaker of Divination Station, your host for this broadcast. Today we'll be talking about the Magician. I will be kind of jumping in since this is a part 2, since the first part got cut out. If you are watching the replay, please comment with hashtag replay so we know you are interested in the replay. And that helps us pay attention to your comments. And remember to share the broadcast. If you have, please hashtag shared so we know that you have. And don't forget to love or wow the video. Share to your page, tag your friends. You'll be helping us with the organic reach, as well as getting interest our way. So again, I'll kind of recap here. We are going over the Magician. The Magician is a masculine energy, so it's very active and all about creation, all about manifestation, taking something. Yes, Facebook is a techie monster. So all about Mercury. Mercury is no longer in retrograde. Shadow period should be over, so hopefully we won't have any more technical issues. So where was I? Yeah, so where the fool was wide-eyed and innocent, the magician has experience and drive to create his own reality. The magician is shown wearing the white tunic, which is purity, cleansing, and then the red represents energy and drive. He has the lemniscat over his head, which is the infinity symbol, which kind of indicates the universe is infinite. The number and amount of things that you can manifest and create is infinite. There is no limit. Mean Girls. The limit does not exist. Sorry. He's surrounded by flowers and vines. So he kind of has that nature aspect. So it's not just very straightforward, harsh, logic, masculine. He's got the flowers and the nurturing there. He's kind of created all of that. When the magician comes up in readings, it can be assigned to act. The time to hesitate is through, as Jim Morrison said. It's time to harness the energy you have at hand. He encourages focus. When the magician appears, it's time to manifest what you may have been putting off. When you see the magician, start to reflect, what do I want? In caps. Why do I want that? What is blocking me from getting that? And then take steps to remove that blockage. I am also a life coach, and a lot of my readings have to do with this thing right here. What do I want? What do I want? Why do I want it? Is that really what I want? And how do I get it? So the magician really asks us to look at where we are in life. Are we exactly where we want to be? If not, where is that place? The universe is not going to allow us to manifest something we don't want, or we don't know what we want. If we have that unclear vision, it's not going to happen. You're not going to even know when the universe presents it. You're not even going to know that that's what you want. So you really need to kind of take that deep dive of what you want and why you want it, and then take steps to remove the blockage. Make it happen. Make it happen now. There's some manifestation rituals that go along very well with the magician. But first I want to take a look at my Sailor Moon shiny. I want to look at the magicians and other decks. So every episode, we're going to be looking at the Tarot de Marseille and the Thoth corresponding card, and then whatever other ones I'm feeling called to in that moment. So this is the magician and the Tarot de Marseille. So very similar. His hat is actually in the shape of that infinity symbol, the lemniscat. So slightly different hand position. But he's still, no, there we go. So he still has all of the tools in front of him to manifest. Still has that red cape, still ready to work. In the Thoth deck, we have the Magus or Magus, which also means the magician. So here again, we have all of the suits kind of floating around in that almost like liminal space between spirit and earth. And he's, kind of bringing that down to a focal point, kind of down there. It's kind of all being channeled down. So kind of take a look there. So that is the Thoth deck, and we can see the Mercury symbol over here. So there that is. ruled by Mercury. And of course, we're going to do the Tarot of the Cat People. So very similar. You know, we have all of the same elements, kind of bringing information down from spirit. We have that infinity, the idea of infinity, and we have all of the suits kind of floating around there. This is the Mystic Monday deck. This is a really gorgeous deck. It's really nice. It's a little bit more inclusive. There's a little bit of like some of the figures are more gender neutral. Some kind of switch up the apparent gender. There's really no. It's a little bit more intersectional. So here's the Magician here, and we kind of still see the infinity symbol. We don't quite get the same effect of all of the suits. What it kind of looks like here is more of like magic, like the hands are magical. What she's holding, and this does look like a feminine figure or femme figure, and does look like there's like a magic, you know, kind of being created in her hands. So it's almost like she's holding the world there. She's creating. So we still have that idea of manifestation, and that is from the Mystic Mondays deck. This one is a real cute deck. It's called the Affirmators Tarot. I found it in a cute little gift shop, and I kind of had to pick it up. So this is the Magician in that deck. So this one almost, it looks kind of has a little jaunty bow tie. I think it's adorable. I love this deck. It really reminds me of folk art. It has a really light feel. I think this deck would be great if you're reading for kids. I don't read for kids unless there are parents there and they're for it. But I have read for children at events. I think this would be a great deck to do that with. I love the colors and, you know, the symbols. Here it really does look like almost like a magician, like creating a magic trick. I just think it's so cute. We have the Lioness Oracle Tarot, a little bit different take. This deck kind of uses a collage style. So here we have the lion on the red roses. So red roses are, you know, again, that idea of red for vitality or energy. And then we have the suits above the lion there. And kind of that like swirling infinite like galaxy goodness. So still the idea that the universe is infinite. We can kind of tap into the universe and create whatever we need. The last one I'm going to show here is from the Modern Witch Tarot. I just got this deck and I love it. It is intersectional. It is queer. It is very like femme-centric, feminist-centric. It is amazing. And I definitely think I'm going to start using this deck kind of right alongside my Rider-Waite-Smith. So this Magician, gorgeous. Like the power this Magician conveys is amazing. So again, the figure is a bit more feminine, femme presenting, pulling down energy and creating a whole like ecosystem. You know, there's the flowers kind of coming down from the bottom, growing up, and the tools. So the sword, the cup, the pentagram, and the pentacle and the wand. It's really organic looking. Like it's coming out of like the side of a mountain. Looks like gemstones there. So it's a really great feel, really great creative energy. And again, we have that lemniscat or the infinity symbol above the head. So again, that Magician is all about creating and manifesting. Manifestation rituals are really a great way to kind of harness the power of our words and our intent and intention, and really allow things to kind of go out into the universe. Quick and dirty manifestation ritual involves bay leaves, just like you would get from your kitchen. I actually have some right here. They're great. They're cheap. They're really good. If you burn bay leaves, it's really good at kind of combating anxiety. So if you burn like a loose incense, kind of crumbling one on top. But for a quick and dirty manifestation ritual, grab a nice fat bay leaf. And there we go. Think on what you want. What is it that you want? What are you trying to manifest? How is that magician energy going to serve you? What do you need in that moment? So get the bay leaf and then write it on the leaf. Simplify it. If it's a sentence, simplify it down. The universe is going to know. I like to write with Sharpie pens because they don't crack and like break the leaf. And then once you have it written down and you've really kind of put the thought, if you are, the kind of witch or kind of person that likes to say a spell, say an incantation, say a poem, rhyme some words, do that, and then burn the bay leaf, always in a fire safe container, safety first. I love burning things. I'm kind of a fire witch. I'm an Aries. It happens, but always be safe. And as that smoke goes into the universe, it hears your call. And then watch for signs of that manifestation. It's really good to try to kind of journal and see how the universe is supplying you with what you asked for. And of course, as with anything else, you have to do the work. The universe isn't going to just put it in your lap. Sometimes it does, but you got to do the work to get it. And you have to be ready to receive what the universe is giving you. So now just kind of a quick question to anybody watching. If you are watching, have you ever done any manifestation work? How has that worked for you? What have you done? How have you harnessed that magician energy for you? Of course, there are more complicated rituals for manifestation. You're more than welcome to look those up. I just wanted to kind of give a quick and dirty manifestation ritual here to kind of go along with that magician energy. All right, and does anybody have any kind of questions, comments, anything about the magician, how it's come up for you in readings, times where you've really felt like you were the magician? What are some times that you've really felt you had a hand in creating your destiny? If you've never had those moments, think about why. How can you have those moments? I'm just going to kind of shuffle here. I put the magician back in. And we're going to shuffle. We're going to look at the 3 cards for this week. And it is Monday, December 2nd. So we're kind of just getting off in the month of December, still in Sagittarius season. Moon is waxing, coming up to the full moon, about 10 days or so. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give those a cut. So the first card this week is Four of Cups. So Four of Cups, four numerically is kind of stability, foundation, groundwork. Cups are our emotions. Four of Cups is kind of asking us to really check in with where we're at. Are we just letting things go by? Are we, not really looking at what's in front of us? Are we kind of sitting back and being content? What is it that we could have if we reached out and grabbed that cup? Second card is Two of Wands. Again, wands are fire energy, and two is kind of that binary, that pairing up. Two of Wands is really looking out from where you're at and kind of looking into what your next steps are. So both of these are kind of contemplative cards, really asking us to, kind of look at where we are, where are we emotionally and where are we kind of in the physical realm. That globe right there is really kind of telling me, where am I at in this space? What is out there for me? And lastly, High Priestess. High Priestess is all about going inward. We'll do next week, we will actually be doing the High Priestess. So we'll be doing a deep dive into the energy of the High Priestess, what that archetype means. So definitely tune in next week to get a little bit more of a deep dive into the High Priestess. But in conjunction with these cards, it's really looking inward, listening to your intuition, and seeing what all of that means. So it might be a quiet week. It might be a lot of looking ahead, looking forward. I know, holidays are coming up. Whatever you celebrate, however you celebrate, there's so many winter holidays, and they all take planning. They all kind of take, how are we going to celebrate this year? How are we going to decorate this year? What are we going to serve? Where are we going to go? But don't let go of what's actually important. And, you might have to do that deep dive and really see intuitively what that is. So the High Priestess, again, is all about intuition. So last week, the cards we pulled were a little bit more feisty. And kind of, death took us into that transition. Now we really got to look at, where we're at after that transition or during that transition. So it really feels like a little bit more of a pause, a little bit more of a rest and reflect, and make sure that we're not missing out on that opportunity. So next week we'll check in on these cards and kind of see how the week kind of reflected this energy. I know for me, this past week has reflected those changes. The King of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Death. I started my holiday job again, so I was really busy over the weekend. I'm back at I have a retail job. I work at the mall for holiday, and I love it. But it's definitely fast paced. Definitely, not much time to reflect there. So that was kind of that change for me, as my free time is less and less. And again, if you are popping on, just kind of pop in a comment down there. Name where you are located, pronouns. If you have any experience with the Magician or manifestation. I would like to pull a couple cards and do some readings. So if you are here and you would like a reading, just go ahead and request that in the comments, and I'll pull a card for you. I will be pulling them from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And I do apologize for the technical glitch. We'll have to see if I can get the videos put together. So again, to kind of recap, I'm going over the Magician today. The Magician is all about manifestation, all about creation. All right. All right, and it looks like everyone is all set. If you do want a reading at some point, go ahead and drop in that comment and let me know. I am Divination Station on Facebook. You can find my page there. I will be posting videos through the Three of Cups Divine Arts going forward every Monday at 7. We will be going through the Fool's Journey, so doing a deep dive of each card in the Major Arcana in order. And then after that, we'll kind of see where it takes us. So next week will be the High Priestess. We'll recap the Magician and go into the High Priestess. And also look at this week's tarot forecast and how it was relevant for this week. I am also on Instagram, divination_station there. I post reads from just kind of being out and about, public reads, anything like that. And thank you for being with us here on Three of Cups, Divine Arts. Don't forget to tag your friends in the comments. Invite them to like our page for more great shows like Divination Station TV. Remember, you can catch me, Liz Whitaker, at Divination Station Tarot for more of what you've seen tonight. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions through Messenger on my page. And thank you very much for joining. Have a great night.